It's Good News with Gary, featuring University of Akron President Gary L. Miller.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. I'm really excited to have with me today a special guest, Makenzie Callahan, who's a detective with the UA Police Department. Detective Callahan is a UA alumna, joined the UAPD in 2019, and we're going to hear from her about how she got started in the department, what it's like to work in campus policing, and some ways in which UAPD works with the community. Makenzie, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I'm pretty excited to know you're an alumna and that you're working on a master's degree. Tell us what you're doing now and how you got here to UA Police Department.
Yes, so I earned a bachelor's degree in 2016. Political science was the major with a minor in criminal justice. I'm currently in a graduate program. It's the Security Studies Master's Program. I also graduated from the UA Police Academy in 2014. As far as other ties that I have, my father was the UAPD chief for roughly 12 years. I started at the university's police department in 2019. My original assignment was working patrol, the afternoon shift 3 to 11. In August of 2022, there was an opening in the detective bureau, so that is my current assignment.
What do you do as a detective?
So basically, we take we have our patrol officers that take the original report. Once they've gone as far as they can with the report, we take over, dig as much as we can, look into and go as far as we can with the cases, see it through as far as we can.
Yeah. So I know you've also done some community policing, and I'm curious about how being a police person on a campus is different than, say, like in a city, and what are the differences now?
There's definitely differences as far as working. I did, in my past, I worked in a smaller jurisdiction. It was, I would say, a little bit more neighborhoods, families, businesses like that. It was a great department, but it definitely is different being here. Not only is this campus, but we are surrounded by the city, so there's a lot of different aspects that you have going into it. But working at the university is great. It gives you the opportunity to go out, to meet people. You can work all sorts of events as far as athletics, shows at E.J. Thomas. You really get the time to interact with the people that you're working with and in your community, knowing everybody face to face for as much as you can.
Yeah, I know you and I have been, we see each other at the Zip basketball games.
At the basketball games,
right?
Yep. Go Zips.
So what do you think about our students? One of the things we're always concerned about here is how they're doing, how their health is, how their attitude is, what their experience is like. What are your observations?
Yeah, I would say one of the primary issues that we do come across, obviously school is hard, and it is most students' first time away from their parents if they're living on campus. So the mental health issues definitely come into play. We are grateful here at the university, at our police department, that all of our officers are CIT certified, which is a crisis intervention team. So strictly given the resources that we like to say on our tool belt to help deal with any kind of mental health issues that they're going through. Besides that, our police department is a little bit different than other police departments in the aspect that we are able to help with small things that some of these students haven't encountered without a parent yet, locking their keys in their car, flat tires, battery jumps, things like that. So we're more kind of we play in a mentor role as well of just helping people students navigate, their first steps at adulthood.
So I assume that you spend a lot of your day talking to students and interacting with them.
Yeah. And it's great. Our students are great, so I love to get to know them, and coming from also being in their position at one point, I think helps being able to be relatable to them.
So I got to meet the new police dog.
Oh, Duncan.
Duncan,
yeah.
And I learned from Chief Gilbride that that dog is also trained as a support dog.
Yeah, so Duncan is a cross. He's a therapy and a bomb dog.
Yeah. So
he's great.
You use it, you bring the dog in when there's a high level of anxiety or
yeah, especially if there's departments that as a whole have experienced something maybe traumatic or they're just a little affected by things, we bring them in, and he does a lot.
He's a cute dog.
He's a cute dog.
What's your training like? Let me ask you first. Have you always wanted to be a police officer?
Yeah, I would say that it's definitely in my blood. The idea to always help people. I know that sounds generic, but that really truly is. I definitely grew up around law enforcement. My father, as well as 3 of his brothers, and I have 2 active cousins that are currently in law enforcement as well.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
So that's great.
So were you trained in a police academy, or how's that work?
Yeah, so I went through the University of Akron's police academy in 2014, which was awesome. So
Yeah. So I know inclusion and building trust is really important to Chief Gilbride. So how do y'all work on that every day in kind of a high stress environment?
It's definitely, it can be difficult, based on the high stress of it. I would say that our department, we're very lucky. We're very inclusive. It's a very inclusive department. Everybody, since we're smaller, everybody always has your back. You're always working as a team. Another inclusive thing about it is also that, of course, law enforcement, it is a very male-dominated career field, but UA currently has 5 female officers, 3 which work in the patrol division, myself in the detective bureau, and our captain.
Right.
One of our patrol captains is a female as well. So there's the inclusiveness there.
Yeah. So do you routinely get deployed or occasionally get deployed with the Akron Police Department if necessary?
So as far as working with the Akron Police Department, one of our biggest assignments is our South of Exchange detail.
Right.
So we work with the cars that work back in that district. So we have built a good relationship. So prior to being in the detective bureau, I was assigned to South of Exchange, which is great. I got to know all the cars that are back there. They have the understanding of our responsibilities back there as well as theirs. So it's great to have extra people to help back there as well, and hopefully the kids know that they're back there and can come to us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are your plans? Or I hope you're going to stay around here a while.
Yeah, I do plan. I do plan to stay around for a while. Of course, I've got to finish this master's program,
Right.
but I'm not going to let that be my last step of education. I do want to keep going. And then probably do some supervisory roles would be the next thing that I would like. Being in DB has always been a goal of mine, but also climbing the ladder too would be great.
Great. Fantastic.
Yes.
I really appreciate you coming in, and on behalf of the whole university, thank you for your work. It's very important. This is a great police department. And thank you for joining me today. It's been great to learn more about the UAPD and our University of Akron Police Department and what it does. Please join me soon for another Good News with Gary podcast, and go Zips!